Super High Graphics. It's your boy again, Shegun Peters Olajuwon. So today I want to show us how to make a restaurant flyer, like a food is ready restaurant flyer. So the name of the to be African Kitchen. So without wasting time, let's get started. Delete what you have on your screen. Now come to shape and create the shape, a circle, like a perfect circle like this. Okay, now increase the size of the circle. What I want to achieve is very simple. I want something half of this by the down here. So I will continue to increase the size until I get what I want. So you can see this. Okay, so I'll just come here, click on align it to the center. Okay, now for me to be able to see this properly, let me change the color. So let me make use of the brown color that I have here. You can see this. Okay, good. Now all I just have to do now is let me create another shape. Like I can easily duplicate this, but I want it to just be a white color shape like this. So increase the size again. Just increase the size to have almost the same thing. You can see this. Now for me to be able to see this, I'll come to opacity, reduce the opacity. You can see this. Okay, good. Now with this being set, I'll just arrange it properly. Let's try and arrange it properly like this. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, that, and just come to relative positioning. Relative positioning, align it to the center again. Okay, now there I have it. I'll come back and change this color. Or now I'll go and bring in like a meal, like a dish that I want to add as a background. So here it is. Okay, here it is. I can just crop it out, something like this. Okay, so I'll bring it here and back. Let me lock this once to avoid this movement. So I'll bring this here, increase the size to something like this. You can see it. So position it properly like this. Now what I'll just do is to send this to the back. So I'll just click on to the back here. You can see it's at the back now. Okay, good. Let me bring it back. Maybe reduce the size a little. Okay, now for this one, so I'll have to adjust these circles like this and this. Click on this, then bring it down a little. Bring it down a little like this. You can see this. Okay, good. There I have it. Now the next thing I will just do is to okay that and come back here. Now click out. You can just click out or click on this plus sign. Layer first. Click on this plus sign, then create another shape. For this shape that I want to create a transparent effect. So I'll just come to gradient and create a transparent effect. To get this transparent effect, this, click on color, edit it, sorry. So you come here and come to this gradient. Here I have some gradient that I've created already, but to get this particular gradient, reduce this to 0, then you can bring this one to anything like brown like this. That's how to get. But so with this being created, all you just have to do is click on this one, center radius. You can see it. So you bring the lighter part to the other side. The lighter part will be the one at the center. You can see it. Okay, great. Now click on this. Let's change the color to like, let's say color brown. Okay, and so just okay that. Now you can see the effect. Okay, great. Now I have the effect. All I'll just do is to spread this over like this. You can see the effect it gave me now, like a faded. So that is how to get the effect that I'll be making use of, and extend it to cover the page so as there won't be any showing of black background per se. You can see how I extended it to cover the page. So you can just okay this. can okay this. But to get this perfect, let me give us the number of this particular gradient. So let me click on this plus sign, then you come here, just click on color, then you can see the number of this color. See the number of this color, you can pick it to get this particular color and just okay that. Now the next thing that I will just do is to okay that and take this, come to layer, drag this particular one and drag it behind these circles. You can see it. Okay, great. Now the next thing I will do is to click on the bigger circle, which is the one that will give a transparent which is the one, so I'll have to unlock it. Let me unlock them. Then the one that I reduce the opacity, I'll come back and increase the opacity. Great. This other one here, all I'll just do now is click on it, that is it is selected, and bring it to the front. You can see this. Great. You can see how I've created our background with the image showing here. Okay, now the next thing is, let me just click out. I'll start imputing the, click on layer, let me lock this to avoid movement again. Okay, so let me just click out. So with this being done, you can see our background is set and everything. Is to start imputing the message and the message and probably the picture of the food and all of that you want to input. So first let me add the image of the food. So you can just rotate this to, you can download any PNG meal that you think is okay for you. If you feel like this is too big, you can make your adjustment. So put this here. Okay, click out. I'll select another meal. Okay, this just reduce the size of this also and bring it somewhere here. But you can see this is not showing very well. But to enable me get to enable it, differentiate it from the background, I'll just come here to shadow, enable the shadow and reduce. Just click on this plus sign and reduce the opacity of the shadow like this. You can see that. So now you can see. So I can just reduce the opacity. Then you can come to, let's say, offset. So you can just make it like maybe a 6, something like this, so you can see the difference. Okay, great. Now just add one more meal. Okay, so here is it. I'll just add this to it and just do the same thing with the shadow effect also, so as it can stay properly. Okay, enable it, then click this. You can see. Okay, good. So position it properly as well. This one, come to, let me align it to the center. Okay, great. Now there I have it. The next thing is to input the name of the restaurant, and the name is, let's say, African Kitchen. African Kitchen. Okay, I can make that the capital letter A1. So I'll just bring it down here, reduce the size, and now let's go for font and get a very good font for this design. So you just try some good fonts, and let me use this one, danger, another danger. So let me just use this. Okay, so you just place this and position it, let's say here. You can see the letters are all like it's too close, so let me add some spacing to it, so as at first glance you'll be easily see and be able to read what is there. So you can see I've opened it up a little, yeah, something like this. Okay, great. So African kitchen, so you can add whatever it feels like you want to add. So in this case, let me say I want to, let's say, a tagline. So I'll just say, okay, let's say affordable satisfaction. Affordable satisfaction. Okay, let me make this the initials capital letter. Okay, that, and just bring it down, reduce the size. This is just the tagline, so you don't need to do much. Just check the sizing. Let me make it 20. So you just position it strategically under this. Okay, that, so let's say whatever services you are offering and all of that, we can input that. Let me duplicate this. Just duplicate this, edit it, and let's say our services, or you can itemize the food item. Let's say egusi, pounded yam, all this African food and all of that. But in this case, let me just say our services. Let's make the initials capital letter. Okay, so you just edit it, just paste it. So let's say we are, say our services, catering services for all your, let me just say catering services for all your events. For all your events. So that being said, you can just input this. Just position it somewhere strategically underneath that. Let me center it. So with that being done, all you can do now is just add some social media handles. Let me create a shape to enhance the social media handle. Let me make this. Okay, just reduce the size of this and bring it down here. Okay, now good. Let me duplicate that again. Bring this one here. What I'm doing now, you get to see how to beautify this design. So just arrange it properly. Ensure your alignment. Okay. So now let me just input, let's say this one for phone number. Let me bring in, let's say WhatsApp. Okay, let me just so I just want to pick out the WhatsApp. Okay, so here is the WhatsApp. Here's the WhatsApp icon. I'll just reduce the size of that. Use positioning to bring it on. So just position it properly somewhere at the center like this. Yeah, so duplicate this, crop it. So out of this my collection, let me say I want to add another social media handle, Instagram, and just bring it down. Okay, so you position it again. So you can see how I got this. But with this, let me add something like, let's say something that can add as a logo to up here. So we'll be adding logo, but let's input the phone number. Let's say phone number is +23. Okay, so reduce the size of this again, position it strategically in front of the WhatsApp. Let me check the size. Okay, can make this size 20 to 23, just any size of your choice, and then position it here. You can change the color if you want, but in this case let me just make it style, make it bold. Yes, as you can easily get the attention. Then just duplicate that again, edit it. Let's say the Instagram handle is African Kitchen. Let's okay that, and just bring it to the other side of the IG. So you can see that in this case, let me reduce the sizes. They are too close to differentiate them. So position it properly again, like this. This one also, let me reduce the size. Okay, so with this being done, let's say you have a logo of your brand, but in this case you can add the logo, but in this case let me just create something that can fit as a logo. Let me do something that can easily fit in as position for the logo. So this one, I'll reduce the size. Let me rotate it this way, bring it somewhere here, something like this. Let me change the color to, let's say, black color. Okay, let me make it a black color. Okay, something like this. Now let me create another shape, and let's say a circle also. Just reduce the size of this, bring this here. So based on the colors that I have here, let me make use of this brown color. Let me make use of this brown color. Back, shape, circle, bring this like this. Okay, so just bring this here. Based on what I have here, let me make it the same color as the color that I have here, which is a brown color. So I'll just make it a brown color with this down one that is here. Now the next thing I'll just do is come here and give it let's say a stroke of, it's too big. Okay, and just make the stroke a black color also, so as it can flow with the one that is shooting out to present the logo. So now let's add something like a logo. If it's an existing business, they will send you their logo, then you just get to add the logo. So let's say this is the logo. Okay, just reduce the size of this to fit into this box. So let it fix into this, and you can see it's not really showing very well. Sometimes you can use the white background, just use a color that would be appealing, but in this case I want it to be brown. So all I would just have to do is to come to shadow, enable the shadow, and let's say for it to come out, let me give it a white, something like this. So you can see this is how to make a very simple, easy and presentable restaurant flyer and all of that. So if this is your first time on this channel, kindly do well to hit the like button and subscribe to get notified whenever I'm posting new videos. Thank you for watching. I remain Olajuwon.